From the second largest city in the U.S., Los Angeles, California, we've got football as EA Sports coverage of the NFL is on the air. The City of Angels showing it can be loud and raucous. This was the scene a moment ago as the home squad emerged from the tunnel. They're ready for football and ready to watch their Rams do battle with the Chicago Bears. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. This is taken at the 3. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Rams take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Here we go, tonight. 180. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Now the third leading rusher in the NFL last year, Todd Gurley. It was the linebacker Leonard Floyd on the stop.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Following the pickup of 4, here's second and 6.
You ain't doing nothing today.
Now Goff will hand this one to Gurley. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. Danny Trevathan there to bring him down.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Goff wants to throw on 3rd and 1. That's going to be complete to his tight end Everett. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. It's a Rams first down on a pickup of 10. Last year for Everett, just 33 catches, 2 touchdowns, but he really has a chance to cement himself as a top tight end in this offense. People around the organization said he had a really good offseason, and he's ready to make that next step. On first down, it's Gurley. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make second down pretty tough.
Cut. 180.
Here we go. Watch tight. Tight end right. Watch tight.
A bomb.
On second and 15 now. Goff. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for 3rd down.
Well, you won.
A shotgun snap for Goff. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb.
Double tight, guys. Double tight. 3 down. Kill.
Hey, work. Under 10. 10. Go.
First carry from Mike Davis, the former Seahawk. Oh, and he's not going to make it out of the end zone. The push too strong, and that'll be a safety. Well, I think you can go ahead and give your punter an assist on that one. Pinned him deep, and the defense comes through with 2 points.
You're exactly right, partner. This was all set up by a great punt, and if the ball goes in the end zone, this never happens. So great call. Give the punt team and the punter some love.
And an excellent return there as he's up to the 35, but make it the 40-yard line.
Now, that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now. But the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, got the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
Looking to throw on second down. Goff, throw complete right side to Cooks. A gain there of 21 yards. Of course, he's coming off that NFC Offensive Player of the Week performance. 2 scores in that game a week ago.
And how did he get them? Speed is one thing, but how about the niftiness in his route running, able to cross people up in the secondary and make sure that they can't quite get to him before the ball arrives. He's something after the catch as well.
A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Now on second down, this is Gurley. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Mike tonight, Mike 20. I got you, son.
Now Goff on first down. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on first down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're either throwing it at the feet of your back to make sure no one picks it off, or you throw it away, throw it over the sideline. Don't try and freelance and try and make a bigger play. There's really no one else running a pattern that should be open.
Hey, high 7.
Looking to throw again on second down. Goff. And he slings one that's incomplete. That time trying to find Gerald Everett. And that'll make it third down.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
We're good.
From the gun, here's Goff. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up fourth down. And this one is right down Broadway. Zerline, of course, last year had likely the iconic field goal of the season, booting that 57-yarder in the Superdome to send his squad to the Super Bowl.
Yeah, you really hurt the Saints fans on that one, didn't you?
Sorry.
They didn't want to hear that at all. But this guy deserves his nicknames. Greg the Leg, Legatron, because the ball goes through the post at a heavy rate, 87% in 2018.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting for now going forward?
You know exactly what they're fighting for. Is that word that some people don't want to hear, but it's pride.
Draft. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was going to go draft, but pride's better, right?
You know something? You're right, because that's part of it, but that's two different mindsets. That's front office mindset, draft position, where are we going to be and what do we need to get? And then the players and the coaching staff right now, pride. Can they?
Allen Robinson, kiss him goodbye. Touchdown, Chicago. Allen Robinson, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bears have taken the lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go. Take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. And after the field goal last time, let's see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Ready?
Gone. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Cooper Kupp, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Rams are going to jump back in front. They erased that deficit pretty quickly, did they not? A 2-play drive.
What do we call that? Short-lived? Very short-lived. 2 plays later, they're in the end zone and back out in front. We always talk about drives, don't we? Does 2 plays count as a drive?
Not really, but that 2nd play was so good. I don't care what we call it. It was enjoyable to watch. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down. Under a minute to go. Clock running and a back-and-forth 1st quarter of play. On the ground with a rookie from Iowa State, David Montgomery. So that one will get him halfway to the 1st down marker. 7 yards makes it 3rd and 7 now.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
On 3rd down, Trubisky. And down he goes on the pressure from the Rams defense. So on fourth down, on is the punter, Pat O'Donnell, to kick it away. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. Now the Bears' 6th-round pick in 2014, Pat O'Donnell on to punt. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. It'll be called just a 22-yard punt, certainly not what he wanted. And the Rams are going to start this drive in great field position as they take over.
Mike, 180. Check.
On the toss, it's Gurley. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play. So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Goff going to hand it to Gurley. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. So many questions about Todd Gurley in the offseason. How good is the knee? I mean, remember, he had a heavy workload the last couple years, nearly 4,000 yards from scrimmage, 40 total touchdowns, but just 4 carries in the NFC Championship game, 10 in the Super Bowl. So we'll see what kind of usage he gets this season. Escaping the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first.
When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a first down. But what else does he do? Protects himself by sliding and avoiding the big hit. Double plus, big-time play.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. Here comes carry number 10 for Gurley. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Oh, yeah, I'm coming.
Throwing on 3rd, gone. Eluding the pressure right. And a throw there going to be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
Come on, baby. Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Hey, tight down. There you go.
Here's Trubisky to throw. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. He was trying to find Anthony Miller there, but now it'll be 3rd down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Now Trubisky to throw. And that is incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, How about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Clear catch called for in May, but now we'll have to see about the penalty. A little too amped up there, got to him before he had a chance to catch it.
Another example of players in tough spots getting the protection that they deserve. Got to make sure that he's able to catch the ball before you get to him.
A lack of discipline defensively on fourth down, and now that leads to a 1st and 10. They run. It's Gurley. And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
We go tonight. 180.
Get the ball. Kill. Hey, turn it up.
Here's gone. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Akeem Hicks at 6'5", 332 finds his way home for the sack. So Goff, he'll try to refocus after the sack. The Rams now set up with a tough one, a 3rd and long. Out of the gun, Goff. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, LA. Brandon Cooks, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. And that's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Successful start to the drive, 17 yards. It moves the sticks. One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now it's Trubisky. He'll find his tight end. That's Ben Braunecker. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
How about the timing on that one? Where they were in sync, weren't they? 3-step drop, balls out of his hands, right to the tight end. Nice completion, just like they do it in practice.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Check 13. Check 13.
They'll run on 2nd down with Cohen. Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Mike 58 right there. Go.
From midfield now, here's Trubisky. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down. So hang on, a big call coming on 3rd down. So instead of 4th down, 1st down.
Well, so much for winning the down you put a lot of emphasis on, because 3rd down is key for offense and defense. Instead, you're going to stay on the field and start a new set of downs.
I got one. Check 3. Check.
After the penalty, it's Davis. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. 16 yards is the pickup there on a first down for Chicago.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. Now Trubisky completes it to Miller. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. 11 more yards that go around. A first down as well.
Again, 11 on the play. And the Bears first down.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Tariq Cohen, his 4th touchdown on the year, as they're now just an extra point away from getting back within 1 score. Extra point splits the uprights, and that will shave 1 more off this lead. So the lead trimmed down to 8 as here comes the kickoff, and it's away. This will be taken very short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it out past the 30. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
At the 32-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Let's set 11. Let's set 11.
Here's gone. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So the contact came before the ball got there, and the flag is thrown.
Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover these great receivers. They have such great body control, and they can fake you out. In this case, as you described, got there before the ball got to the receiver. Penalty flag had to come out.
Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up.
Following the penalty, it's Gurley. And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Who goes tonight? 180.
Man, that's trash. That's trash.
Now on 2nd and 13. Goff. And this one's incomplete. Brandon Cooks, the receiver he was going after. And it's 3rd down.
After that throw, and it was definitely one that he would love to have back, I wonder what's going through his head. I wonder what kind of mind game he's playing with himself to get himself back on track. Because a lot of guys, that's what they do. They have little triggers that when the mechanics are off or if they make a bad throw, that they go to that place to get themselves back in sync.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. He's got his target. It's the tight end, Tyler Higbee. They do get 12, but they'll be marked short. And that leads to a 4th down.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the first down. Now to be 4th and short.
The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. They're running with Gurley. Oh, and I think he went backward. He did. Todd Gurley unable to get it past the line. And the Bears will get the football back. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior, big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
And now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get him. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
Check 50. Check 50.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Davis. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Hey, get in there. Get in there.
Now it's Trubisky. The screen pass here to Cohen. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. So 3rd down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first.
Slam.
Alert.
Out of the gun, Trubisky. Flushed. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Here's Pat O'Donnell now as he'll punt it away for the second time. Oh, it's a wobbler here. The call for a fair catch, and it's made at about the 23-yard line. That'll go in the books as just a 16-yard punt. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited. And he's going to be taken down. Goff is sacked. The Rams going to be forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack.
2 for 1.
Back to throw. Gone. Finding room at the 30. Wide open receiver complete. And finally taken down at the 36-yard line. So we have reached halftime here in what's an 8-point game. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. The Rams going to get the football first here, and they look to build on their lead as the second half gets started.
That's it, baby. We're going to work.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors. But overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. They go play action. Trubisky. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard.
He's coming, double up.
Alert, 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 alert.
58, come on. 58, come on.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Trubisky. And Robinson with a big catch. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. A Chicago 1st down. The former Jag, Allen Robinson, on the catch from Trubisky.
1st down, Chicago.
Come on, 180.
You gonna see me in your nightmare, son. You gonna see me in your nightmare.
On 1st down, Trubisky. And his pass incomplete.
Just work with me a second here, because in my lifetime, seeing how quarterback percentages have changed in throwing the football, I mean, back in the good old days, if you were around 50%, you were doing okay. But now, you need to be 65 to 70% to be considered an elite quarterback. And in this ball game, I feel like we're playing old school, right around 50%.
Yeah, he's under 50%. He needs to start hitting more targets. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down.
1st down.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Ran, go.
Big ass, big ass, big ass. Check safety, check safety.
Here's Davis now. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Looking to throw again, Trubisky. On the right side, this is Miller. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 11 more on that one, and another 1st down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Hey, we got four there, four.
Hey, ball.
Shit.
Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. First down, a run with Cohen. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level, because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. A rare misstep on that last play, because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12.
Let's go, defense.
Alert.
Again, it's Cohen. So he got free of 1 tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. It's a gain of maybe 3, but it's going to leave him with still about 8 or 9 to go on 3rd down. Throwing here, Trubisky. This will be caught at about the 6. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll run with Montgomery. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Trubisky will throw.
You ain't doing nothing with that.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. The defensive player of the year, Aaron Donald. And that is going to set up 3rd and goal.
2nd goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
The Ram fans in this old stadium on their feet. 3rd and goal.
Push him back.
Here's Trubisky. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it.
This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive.
Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense. Let's go. Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
4 down.
They'll try and start the drive with Gurley. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Credit the tackle there to Aaron Lynch.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
On 2nd and 9, Goff. Throw complete right side to Cook. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
Let's go.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
Goff now hitting on 2/3 of his passes, 10 for 15 so far. 1st and 10. A running play here on 1st down is going to go nowhere as he is tackled behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
180.
Check. 59. You don't want this.
2 1. 5.
A shotgun snap for Goff. That's caught left side. It's Higbee, the tight end. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Rush in. Hey, kill. 76. Tell him. 76. 76.
Protect the backer.
Protein spill. Turbo set.
Yet another carry here tonight for Gurley. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And it'll be 2nd and 12.
41 yards line.
Cut. 180.
59. Watch the
Tell.
check.
Hey, Delta. There you go.
From the gun, here's Gone. He gets it to Gurley, complete. 6 yards on the pickup, and all of a sudden here it's 3rd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Hold on. Check.
From the gun on 3rd down, Gone. Man open, it's Cup. He's got it. Back now in Los Angeles. It's the Rams out in front here. They've got control of the football as well as we get set for the 4th quarter. Goff in the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive.
Watch out. Tiger.
From the red zone now, Goff. And his throw here's incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that, 1st down there, you need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Goff turns and gives to Gurley. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll be a 3rd and about 13.
Here we go. 180.
Come on, boy.
Super.
Now it's gone. Being chased out left. Oh, no, he lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Now Trubisky to throw. Throw left side, taken in by Miller. That throw good for only a couple and brings up 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
On 3rd down, Trubisky. And that will be incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. O'Donnell, he's on to punt as he gets this one away. So possession goes over here on the punt, and the Rams are going offense here with a 1st and 10. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown. Todd Gurley, wave goodbye. Touchdown, L.A. Todd Gurley, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him. All right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for first and 10. Now Trubisky going to give this to Montgomery. And he'll take this one down to the 36. The former Charger All-Pro Eric Weddle on the stop.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Off the toss, Cohen. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Now it's Trubisky. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
They had enough yards for the first down, but a clutch hit right there defensively. Jars it free. No first down.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They'll try and throw for it with Trubisky. And this is incomplete. The Bears tried it on 4th down, unable to convert. And the Rams are going to take possession of the turnover on downs. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
180.
Another carry now for Gurley. That is a nice move. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
Flushed out right. He may try and run for this. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a first down. That is an absolute backbreaker. That was a design passing play, wasn't a draw. You think you got him stopped, good coverage downfield, and he's able to pick up the first with his legs. Defensively, that kicks into your psyche and hurts a little bit, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and here's the thing. Anytime you give up a first down, it hurts you psychologically, but it hurts more when they get it this way because you've covered everything. He didn't have any place to throw the football. He takes off running and picks it up anyway, and now you have to stay on the field for an extra set of downs.
And really could have used that stop trailing here in the fourth. Akeem Hicks that time on the tackle.
And this is an absolutely big third down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big third down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. Over the middle, that's hauled in by Kyle. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 29-yard line. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. The first down run with Gurley, good for only about 3. It's second down now. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7.
Hey, we got to get to the ball, team. We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving. Convert. Shoot.
They'll stick to the ground game with Gurley. And shutting him off now open field. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Todd Gurley. His 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. Zerline connects on the extra point, and the lead opens up now to 22 points. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Trubisky hits his target. It's Taylor Gabriel. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. On 3rd and 1, it's Trubisky. He's going to let it fly. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Eric Weddle. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
What? Like 20?
Like 59.
So the L.A. Rams with a victory here. And it was their defense that led the way, allowing just 3 points, that lone field goal in the entire second half.
And remember the old adage, offense sells tickets. Defense does what?
Wins championships.
And in this game, maybe a championship wasn't won, but a game was by the defense, right? Held them to just a field goal. That's a heck of a job. I mean, when they went out there with that determination and a pretty good game plan, pretty good idea of what they wanted to accomplish, just love the execution, love the tenacity, love the way they finished.
So for the Rams, it's a win that might keep them alive in the playoff race as they're back to 500 at 5-5. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for Chicago, add one more loss to the column. That drops them to a woeful 1-9 so far. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.